Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paperboy, and we're back with another top 10 list. As usual, these are the top 10 items that have sold within the last 15 or 30 days or however long eBay keeps things up for, with a little bit of, I try to avoid duplication basically. So obviously if an item sells the second highest and the fourth highest, I'm not going to show it twice. And I've got some bonus things as well in here that I kind of caught my attention. So let's start with some of the bonus things. We did note on a live show, definitely do check it out if you don't check those out regularly, that cassettes are on their way back. And this sold for roughly $1,000, $850, $900, somewhere or other around there. A Madonna Keep It Together Japan cassette with free international postage. So the international postage is probably worth, I don't know, 40 bucks, something rather like that. Maybe even a little bit more than that. But still, to get close to $1,000 out of a cassette, that's kind of crazy. Now, granted, it is a rare cassette. I've never seen anything like this. And I would pick something rather like this up if I saw it out there. Because I'm kind of a sucker for the foreign editions of things. But do keep your eyes open for that. You'll probably find something rather like this out there from some kind of a hardcore collector. So now you kind of have an idea as to what it's worth. Another bonus item that I found when I was doing the searching is entire CD lot collection, all with factory strip barcodes, 83 to 2023. I counted 31 CDs on there. The listing never does mention how many CDs, but I counted 31. He said they're all sealed except one didn't have the barcode on it because it wasn't produced that way, and one is cracked. So essentially 29 brand new CDs, a couple have a little bit, or one has a little bit of wear on it. When you get down to it, you're only talking $40 a piece, which again, CDs, at least in the old days, he was saying there are no club, CBS Record Club or any of those kind of CDs in there either. They're all purchased CDs. You'd be talking 20 bucks each anyway, so the guy has to have $500 to $600 into this to start with. So actually $1,200 when you're going all the way back to 1983 really doesn't seem that crazy. Although you take a look at it, you go, $1,200 for CDs. Something there to think about. You find some hardcore collector that's got a lot of sealed CDs because they kept them that way. You can lot them out. Now you kind of have an idea as to the price of those. Very surprised this was allowed on eBay because of the fact that it says it was Warren. A lot of times you get into the Warren clothes, you may potentially have some difficulty, at least with the undergarments. Obviously, people will sell a shirt, a used shirt, and that would have been worn by somebody, and nobody has a problem with it. You get into the undergarments, and it gets a little bit tricky at times. Perhaps it just wasn't considered that, or perhaps the fact that it's, has the Maverick letter and is signed by Madonna. Perhaps it went under the radar because of that. Because people are buying this more because of the Madonna signature than they are anything else. But still, $1,398 for something rather like that is kind of crazy. This you will not find out there, obviously, unless you got some super hardcore collector that picked it up from Maverick directly. But kind of an odd item over there that caught my eye. Another interesting thing, and these prices are all over the place. They're anywhere from $850 on up. This happened to be the highest one that sold. A Madonna beer bottle from the Celebration Tour Rare. Actually kind of surprised that this was able to be sold. You take a look at that, and that would be all over trademark infringement, no doubt at all about it. It certainly looks like a Budweiser bottle there. Now perhaps they had clearance to be able to use it. Who knows? I don't work for Anheuser-Busch, so I have no clue whatsoever. But again, you'll find these for $850 to $1,500. Unlikely you'll find one out there somewhere, but who knows? Somebody may have cleaned out an estate, had this there, took a quick look at it, thought it was some weird Budweiser bottle, and threw a $5 price tag on it out of the flea market or at an estate sale. So it's good to know this exists. Again, not likely that you'll ever find one out there, but it is good to notice something rather like this does exist, just in case. If you do see it out there, you know what it is and you know what it goes for. And my last bonus item today, Madonna Set of 6 Madame X official French Pallador label promo CD singles, or as we cool kids used to call them, Singles. $1,250 or 1,250 Great British pounds. So about $1,500, $1,600 on those. But the thing that caught me with these was 2019. So they're not even all that old whatsoever. I guess the flip side of that is who was, oh, they're CD singles, not cuz singles, I'm sorry, is who was buying CD singles back in 2019. I guess that would really be the question on something rather like that, which could be part of the rarity of them. So kind of interesting that 6 of them went for that price. Now we're getting into the top 10 over here. And here we are, a cassette, a graded cassette, AMG 9 Madonna Self, true first print. Went for about $1,500 on that. High grade, a 9 would be a high grade on something or other like that. And it is indeed a true first print as well from her, self-titled record, I guess you would call it, a cassette. So pretty rare item right over there to start with. Of course, you'd have to go and get it graded, etc. And I don't know how much the cassette grading is in vogue currently, but kind of interesting. See what I did there? Kind of interesting there, and that was the 10th highest Madonna item. Up next, Madonna autographed card with her dad, mint condition, direct from her charity, and this one for about $1,600 thereabouts. And I want you to take a look at her signature there. Again, it's authentic because it came right from her charity. A little later on, we have a signature of hers that does not look a thing like that. So it's always buyer beware on this kind of thing. It's kind of interesting that something other like that wasn't flagged. I also did want to note that, but you need to take these numbers with a definite grain of salt. There are 150,000 items listed with the word Madonna and 27,000 sold, so that's a pretty good sell-through. However, you have to remember that religious items would be included in there as well. I didn't drill down. Obviously, I wouldn't count up 150,000 items to say, oh, that's religious, oh, that's the singer. But they are pretty popular items regardless. Up next, number 8. And this over here, take a look here at the difference in the signature. And that one right there you can barely read. This one over here does not look at all like her signature that I've seen elsewhere. Madonna signed MDNA skin promo tote bag, autographed Love Madonna, LA 2018. Did get $2,150. Now, again, we've mentioned this any number of times on the show. Different times signing gets different looks on it. Maybe she had time and wrote it out. Was able to sign her name, whereas the other things they put 20 of them in front of her, and she was just in a hurry to get through them. Maybe she was on her way to a tour and said, oh, geez, I got to sign these other things over here and sign them, whereas here she had time. You absolutely never know. That's why I often take the authenticity with a grain of salt, or the lack of authenticity as well. There's a lot of backstory to a lot of different autographs as well. And if you know the backstory, sometimes you can say, yeah, that's real, even though it doesn't look real. And that would be the instance with the Muhammad Ali autograph that Mr. Magazine has, where he was tired at the end of the day and literally looked exactly like a little line that he drew. Mr. Magazine saw him do it. So he knows it's signed by Muhammad Ali, but you could probably never get JSA or any of them to authenticate it, even though he stood there and watched them sign it. Up next, number 7, Mr. Brainwash, Marilyn Monroe, Madonna limited edition print, signed, painted paster. And I learned a new word today, paster. I did not know what it was, but if you look down over here, and again, it went for about $2,000. If you look down over here, pasted up or destroyed, a paster is a thin paper poster designed to be quickly stuck to a wall, lamppost, and there's naturally some creasing as pictured. So these are as ephemeral as you possibly can get, and that's why that went for $2,000. There are not going to be a lot of those out there. Great word to know, though, paster. Now we're heading on to what is this, number 7, I guess this is. Island Magazine. This is claimed by the seller to be her first magazine cover, and it went for $2,750. I have never seen this magazine whatsoever. Certainly will be keeping my eyes out for it now, as should you. I looked through plenty of magazines throughout my days, never seen anything even remotely like this. But $2,750, and take a look at the condition on it. It's not mint condition. It's got the wear along the bottom and the like on it. So great magazine to be looking for out there. You'll just find it in a pile of stuff if it's out there. It's not going to be special. It's just going to be in a pile of stuff. Number 6, Madonna Who's That Girl? Super rare monogram to Warhol promo tour jacket 1987. Kind of a neat jacket to say the least. $2,950. Just a nice item right over there. to say the least. 1987, so that's pretty old now at this point too. Fairly early in her career also, so kind of a neat item over there. Gonna head on down into the top 5 now. Madonna Spotlight Hong Kong Vinyl 12-inch promo also went for $2,950. A lot of pictures, which is really, really nice on that as well. Good to know that a promo record would go for $2,950 because, of course, she's a big recording star. Did get 2 bids, as you see also. Does make me feel good when the actual music has value as well, as opposed to it just being the stuff surrounding. Although she's certainly a global icon as well. 4th most popular or most expensive item. This caught me by surprise. Certainly did. I had to do a little bit of research to verify this indeed was true. It is. These go for a couple of $1,000s on up. This happened to be really, really rare. If you're not into action figures, right over here, it's unpunched. So it never even made it out onto the floor. Didn't make it out onto the hang tab. So that makes it even more rare, certainly. So it went for about $2,500, something rather like that. But again, they all go for $1,500 to $2,500 sealed. So this is the ultra rare Dick Tracy action figure, the blank, with Madonna. So just a really, really rare figure. Do keep your eyes open for it out there. I never had any idea at all about this. I'm not into action figures, but I certainly will look now. The 3rd most expensive item out there, Madonna Massive Gallery Ecstatic Process Yoga Stephen Klein promo numbered print, $3,500. Just a great looking thing. You can see that framed up over there. 34 by 28 numbered, so that's a huge print, huge numbered print as well on something other like that. So nice little item right over there with the original box and more. The 2nd most expensive Madonna item, Madonna signed autograph promo photo JSALOA, so letter of authenticity, and take a look at that signature there that they said is real. Compare it to the one signature earlier, and you can see that there's a bit of a difference in the signatures. Really didn't see much on here that was JSA certified. Whether she doesn't sign much or whether they don't certify much, I'm not certain. Chicken and the egg kind of thing. But again, this went for over $3,000 for this item over here. And the most expensive Madonna item that we had during the time period, Madonna autographed signed guitar with exact proof, COA, PSA, DNA, authentic, rare. Went for roughly $5,000 on this over here as well. Another one over here with a letter of authenticity and so on. And take a look at that signature and compare it to the one earlier. Bit of a discrepancy between the signatures. And again, she signed a guitar. Got to be a little difficult to sign compared to a photo or something else. So kind of an interesting item right over there. But Madonna stuff definitely is hot. Always has a market for it. So if you are a reseller and you see the stuff out there, pick up the Madonna stuff. You're going to get a lot of people asking questions because there's some pretty hardcore collectors of it. If she appears inside of a magazine, definitely do put the pictures up of it because you'll get hounded with questions from people saying, can I see the pictures? Can I see the pictures? Because if they are pictures that they need, then they're willing to buy the magazine. So I know a lot of people would say, no, I don't want to show the picture because somebody's just going to copy it and have it. Well, yes, there are people that will end up doing that. But the other side is you'll be bothered with people asking to see the pictures because they want to buy it for their collection if they need it. So take the time, put the pictures up. The people that are going to take the image are going to take the image. And what's to stop them from asking you for the image anyway? And then just taking it that way. Might as well save yourself the trouble. Put it up and the hardcore collector is going to want it. So top 10 Madonna items with a few extra bonuses. Hit the like button if you could. And we will see you next video.